I have been using the Costin Horseshoe for over 12 months on a number of horses, and every horse instantly improved in its movements. The Costin shoe creates a bit more shock absorption. It's softer for the horse to go to and a bit closer to its natural way of landing its foot on the ground. The horses do land a lot better and a lot more natural. Steve's shoe has so far proven to hold its shape better and to hold a certain amount of grip on the ground better and not wear off that much.
It's a plastic shoe which takes a lot of concussion out of the horses when they work. It takes a lot of jar out of horses, which is a big thing. You know, if you can keep them pain-free and comfortable in their feet, the horses will stretch right out. Their action will get lower, and you know, you're definitely going to get more results. You know, they might improve extra 2 or 3 inches in their strides, which is a long way, especially if you're running over a mile or 2,000 metres, even over your sprinting races over 1,000, 1,200 metres. You reduce any concussion and jarriness. You know, long term, it's going to play a big role for the horses to keep them sound longer and race on.
Yeah, so we prepared a couple of horses with Steve's shoes on, one of them being Capitalist, the other being Pound Sterling. Capitalist then, after we sold him, went on and won the Magic Millions and the Golden Slipper. I think the shoe is very natural, it lets the horse's foot move, and hence the reason why they grow. Like with that mare, grew 3 sizes. If you have a horse overreach and step on the shoe, instead of bending the shoe and possibly pricking the horse with the toe clip or whatever, the shoe actually flicks back up because it's plastic, it's not metal, it'll just go back to its position.
It is good, like on the concrete we're not getting any slipping at all, which is great.
I haven't seen a shoe like this before. It's quite unique and seems to work very well.
I always used to finish in the first, say, 10. After that I finished in the first 6, 4th, and then I started to win.
I wouldn't go back to metal shoes now. I would stay with the Steve Costin plastic shoes because the results are worth it. They're cost effective as well.
In the young horses, as their hooves grow, the shoes allow that growth without causing any issues. Being young horses, they like to play when they're out, and with having the plastic shoes we're finding that then if they're knocking themselves they're not causing any injuries. If they have any pulled shoes or sprung shoes, the plastic bounces back, so you're not getting any issues with the bent steel shoe. Quick and easy to fit, so it's less stressful for the yearlings for their first time shoeing.
When you're putting steel shoes on young horses, there's a lot of banging and clanging, and a horse is usually fairly intimidated by that. When I put the plastic Costin Horseshoes on, there's no shaping, it's a quicker process, and the horses straight away are more relaxed and more settled to do their first time shoeing.
The Costin Horseshoe is very easy to put on a horse. It's you don't need an anvil, and very easy to use and very quick to put on a horse. I would say it would take definitely half the time to put the plastic shoe on than a steel shoe, and it's so much easier for the farrier as well. I would recommend this shoe to every farrier out there. It'll be better for the horse, and every farrier would benefit from using that shoe. That's because it will take half the time to apply the shoe, and you can have so many more customers a day.
I've noticed 20 to 30 minutes difference of time saving.
They last a lot longer, they don't wear out. You know, race plates might last 3 weeks, 4 weeks maximum. Steel shoes probably 5 weeks, but you could reuse these shoes for 2 or 3 shoe-ins. You know, they probably last 3 times longer than any other shoes.
We had a cripple mare here who was actually the dam of Written Tycoon, and we tried all types of shoes with her. We'd tried roller rockers, heart bars, everything, and one day Steve just introduced me to the shoe and said, we'll give this a try. And the next thing she started trotting and then cantering up to it. We couldn't believe it ourselves. It was incredible, and she just got better and better from that day on. Her feet actually grew 3 sizes just from using the shoe.
And I had one particular horse that lame for months on end, no resolution to it, no signs that I could pick up as to why he was lame. Put two of the Costin plastic shoes on his front hooves only, because we've only ever had shoes on the front, and he's been sound ever since. Once we placed the Costin plastic shoes on Caesar, which is the grey, it was pretty much instant.
We've had absolutely no more problem with the horse's feet since we've been using the Costin Horseshoes.
Yeah, I'd have absolutely no hesitation in putting them on all my horses.
After winning those races, I'd never go back to steel shoes.
Everything adds up for me, time, efficiency, money. Yeah, it's a good return for me.
I would thoroughly recommend these shoes to anyone that thinks they've got a problem with their horse's feet, but I would recommend them anyway.
But I highly recommend these shoes to anyone.
I found that my horses are happier, I'm happier putting them on, so it's all good all round really.